Doc had said, the DNA of this game felt like the other games against his team, even though the score was closer. I guess I think what he means is maybe they're more physical, turn you guys over a little bit. What about the Knicks, I guess, has been problematic in that way? Like, why do you think they've been able to maybe be more physical, to be able to take the ball away, kind of crash the glass the way they do?
First game I played a little bit. Second game I wasn't a part of. But, if we going by this game and what I've seen from the past couple games, I would just say just them being up into the ball a little bit more than us, making second efforts to the offensive boards, defensive boards, loose balls. I think it's just a little bit in their DNA as well, too. So just how they play defense, kind of being more physical on the ball, not having to help as much. So, we drive and it's not like it's super easy kicks for us. So it's like they staying home a little bit more, which causing turnovers. So.
Doc had said you guys came into this one with a different game plan. Obviously, you didn't have Brook on Towns anymore defensively. But he said there were still mistakes. There were still coverage errors. Just what you kind of see in that first half, that defensively, you guys maybe weren't executing it the right way or doing the right things?
Like I said, I think just effort was a big part of it. The second efforts, a lot of offensive boards, turnovers leading to their easy buckets and transition. That's really the main key, I would think. And, you mess up coverages, but effort and second efforts sometimes can help that. But if you do too many communication mess up, then it's going to lead to buckets.
This is another night for you where you're efficient, seem to be pretty in control. What do you kind of credit that to? The fact that, you start the season out of the rotation, a two-way guy, and now we're nearing, 10 games left in the season, and you're in a really comfortable spot. You're out there with the starters. You're making plays. You're efficient.
Just comfortability, honestly, just reps and, my teammates having a lot of trust and confidence in me, coaches, staff as well, just giving me the opportunity and trusting me, giving me the ball to make plays and just learning through my mistakes. You make mistakes, but you learn from them, watch film over and over, and that's honestly it. Just becoming more comfortable in who I am, what I can do on the court.
You talked about that comfortability. Anybody in particular on the team has kind of helped you out through this year to kind of get you ready for what you've been dealing with these last 5?
I wouldn't say it's one person. It's really like been collective from the coaching staff to, Dame, even Scoot. Rondo's been a big help to us, too, when he's been around. Giannis, TP. It's a lot of people. Down the line, a lot of the vets are helping me, and just coaching staff just putting in a lot of work. So I'm watching a lot of film. So you put a lot of work in with the film, kind of translates to comfortability on the court.
Going off that, I believe it was in Phoenix, Giannis actually mentioned that you had been working with Rondo or talking to Rondo. Can you just tell us what those conversations are like with him?
Just me kind of like talking to him about a lot of the basketball stuff, what he did off the court to prepare for basketball, how he seen the game, how he manipulated the game. And that comes with just watching a lot of film and just talking to him, picking his mind, and just because he's a savant in the basketball sense of things for sure. So I learn a lot. I can learn a lot from him. I have learned a lot from him. So he's been great for sure. He's been a great addition.
And then another new career high in scoring, 20 points for you tonight. Congrats on that. Do you think it's you just getting more opportunity, you getting more minutes? What's going into you because you had another career high just the other night?
Opportunity and just comfortability. Me knowing that Dame is, you never know. We don't know the timeline on him, so just me having to step up to make the most of the opportunity and just be who I am and step into the role and not shy away and be as passive as I've been sometimes. So just being aggressive, honestly.
Ryan, back here, circling back to the kind of that Knicks DNA, do you think something they do kind of led you all to kind of be maybe a little less sharp, kind of leading to those turnovers, getting them out in transition and giving them a lot of opportunities on offense in that sense?
Say that one more time?
Do you feel like the Knicks kind of did something in that first half, I guess, to kind of add to some of those turnovers you guys had, getting them out in transition and leading to a lot of their buckets?
I wouldn't say it's anything in particular. Just honestly, they play good defense and staying home and solid on their defensive principles. They don't make a lot of defensive laps, so that plays a part in just us having to be executing on offense and not being sloppy with the ball, which I think we did a few times as well too. So Credit to them, though.
Over the years, point guards have sometimes struggled in the pick and roll with Giannis, thinking about like, oh, I got to get him the ball. I got to get him the ball. And teams won't cover you or not really care about you driving. What have you kind of seen to just be aggressive in those situations? And like you said, maybe not be passive or thinking about him and just kind of making your play.
Yeah, I mean, if you be aggressive, and if it is, like, you can't be passive just looking to get him the ball, but I think it opens up a lot when you're just aggressive yourself as the person who has the ball, just getting downhill and make them stop you, because most of the time they're not going to stop you. They're too worried about Giannis. So, and then when they pull over, it's an easy lob or a drop off or, maybe a skip pass or whatever. But, yeah, just being aggressive, honestly, that's key to a lot of things.